Everyone, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your weekly love reading for the week starting from 12th to 18th October. We'll cover all 12 sun signs in this reading. We start from Aries and proceed directly to Pisces. In case you want to have a look at the timestamp, you can proceed directly to your reading by doing just that. Cross watchers are also welcome to have a look at this reading. We'll rely on tarot for your overall messages, and I'll also use a love oracle deck that I have here. I would be happy if you would subscribe to my channel, and also if you would like this video and share it with your friends and acquaintances. So let's just start your reading. For Aries, we have the card Six of Wands, and I also have the card Mirroring. Certainly this week, Aries, you're coming across as someone who's got the go-getter attitude. You'll definitely leave your admirers swooning over you. They find you quite rule-worthy. Basically, your popularity is going to be on an all-time high, and you'll be well liked by members of the opposite sex. There'll be proposals or marriage proposals or from dating sites or something like that, but then maybe you could be quite put out. Maybe you think that you don't have deep pockets, so that is why you are disinclined or disinterested in the person. Another thing I'm also picking up, that maybe your family members think that you fear commitment, but you will realize later on that this proposal that is there, the two of you are totally incompatible. Those who are crushing on someone, I think you will continue to cyberstalk the person. Maybe you think that he's more spiritual in nature. That is why you like this side of his and you're glad about it. Besides, I think you will also be going gaga over his looks. Those who are romancing, I think you will excitedly go through the text messages that your love sends you. Both of you seem to have the same thoughts. You seem to be mirroring each other. Maybe you think that your person is the perfect reflection of you. Also, I think romancing Arians, I think you desire commitment, and you may want to discuss this about the future, about the relationship that is. We may have a frank discussion. On the other hand, married Aries, I think you should try to stay away, or try not to meddle in the affairs of your spouse. Maybe he doesn't need your advice. It's well-meaning, or you mean well. Maybe he thinks that you need to take a back seat. Sometimes you think that he's in a foul mood, or sometimes he thinks he comes across as someone who's very patient with you. You may question, why is he always behaving in such a manner? Why is he so temperamental? Those who are married also, I feel that marital infidelity could also be a factor in this week. Maybe you should distance yourself from workers of the opposite sex, because your spouse could question you on the same. Let's move to Taurus. For Taurus, I have the card Star, and I also have the card Received. Certainly, in Tarot, Star talks about a past life connection, or somebody who's been connected to you in this lifetime. Also, maybe you've known the person since your childhood, or somebody who's entering your life in this week could be someone with whom you have shared a past life relationship as well. So many Taurus are definitely going to receive messages from the universe, and you should be open to receiving whatever is coming your way. Maybe sometimes you may also be filled with nostalgia. Maybe somebody could mention a past admirer, and you may be thinking about a lost chance. Sometimes you think that maybe it wasn't meant to be at all. Some of you could also have dreams with respect to your love life, or maybe you could be dreaming about your crush. Basically, I think I'm picking up that you're going to definitely miss the person whom you are crushing on, or whom you love, or something like that. Maybe you will also feel your heart stir. I think those who want to renew contact with the person whom you love, it's not the best time. Perhaps you should take a back seat, because the universe doesn't want you to do so. Whatever it is, I think Taurus, you'll find that you could be thrown in the path of other suitors. There could be somebody who's quite smitten, whom you meet on account of a family member or his body language is a complete giveaway. You realize that the person is completely smitten, but you know where to draw the line. Those who are crushing also, I feel that you want to understand the person's thoughts, or if maybe You want to understand what is his feelings towards you. That is also a possibility this week. Married ones, I think you should be very patient with your partner. Maybe your spouse could be a bit touchy, could reduce you to tears as he questions you about your health. I think mostly you will be quite sensitive in this week, so you should keep that in mind, and you should take care of your health as well. Let's move to Gemini. For Gemini, I have the card 7 of Swords, and I also have the card Contemplation. So definitely Geminis, you could be thinking or pondering over something. You may be in a reflective state of mind. 7 of Swords definitely talks about someone who is not being upfront, or someone who is quite deceptive. So maybe you or your partner is coming across as someone who is not being honest or sincere. I also believe, Geminis, you should not be too analytical in a relationship. Maybe you should come across as someone who is being more romantic rather than use those unkind remarks towards your partner. Definitely attention from the opposite sex is a certainty in this week. Maybe you will be complimented, or maybe people will stare at you. Even work colleagues could make a pass at you, but maybe you won't realize. Besides, you don't want to string anyone along in case you're disinterested in the person. Whatever it is, those who have someone on their mind, I think the two of you seem to have the same thoughts. That's why you're in a contemplative mood. Maybe you think that telepathically the two of you are connected, or yours is a soulmate or a twin flame relationship. Some of you may also fear commitment. I also picking up that sometimes you think the whole idea of marriage is quite scary, but there will also be those days when you think that you need to settle down. Married ones, I think you should be very patient with your partner. I think you shouldn't put up with spousal abuse. That is also a possibility. I think your in-laws may also despise your domineering personality. Sometimes you may also be accused by your spouse of being only concerned about your biological side of the family, or maybe he thinks that you don't care much about the marital home. Let's move to Cancer, which is the 4th sign. For Cancer, I have the card Temperance, and I also have the card Patience. Is it not ironic? Temperance talks about being patient, and here we have the card Patience. Both the cards seem to convey the same message. So definitely, Cancerians, you need to be patient with respect to matters of the heart. I'm also picking up that there will be suitors, no doubt, but then Cancerians, you should not string anyone along in case you're disinterested, though it is flattering to have attention from the opposite sex. Those who are romancing, I think your love life will primarily be harmonious. Maybe they will get enough chances to converse with the person, but sometimes you may find that time is at a premium. So there could be some obstacles or hindrances in the path, but you need to be patient about it. Those who are married, I think married Cancerians, you'll be quite delighted as your spouse is happy with the way you're proceeding at work. Maybe you are having problems with respect to your work life, and he thinks that you have the right decisions or the right answers to whatever problems you have. Your spouse is also the one who will stand by you and is going to be supportive of you in your hour of need. Those who are in an extramarital relationship, I think you will realize, or somebody around you, possibly your confidant, may say that you're living in a fool's paradise. Maybe you desire commitment, and this person may say that it seems a far-fetched idea, or it doesn't seem to happen. So maybe you should try to understand whether this relationship will go the distance or whether it will flounder. Let's move from Cancer to Leo. For Leo, we have the card Ace of Pentacles, and I also have the card Refocus. I think work is going to keep both of you preoccupied in case you're in a romantic connection. Certainly love is on your mind, or sometimes your lover could also be bogged down on account of work. So the focus here is primarily on material matters. Maybe you should discuss work with this person. Besides, I think you understand that the need to stay away and be patient. Those who have someone on their mind or those who are crushing on someone, I think you will continue to cyberstalk the person. Basically, you want to interpret his thoughts or what is his feelings, whatever he writes on the social media. You understand that the person is excited about anything, about settling down or having a relationship with another person. So you wonder where you stand with respect to this relationship in case in future you proceed or you come in contact with him. I think many a times you will be overcome or overwhelmed because you want to renew contact with this person, and could make you a bit emotional as well. Those who are single, I think you will also find your loved ones playing matchmaker this week. Maybe there could be a proposal on a matrimonial site or on a dating site, but then these are early days. Married Leos, I think you'll be exasperated as your situations will arise when you find yourself being made the scapegoat or you're being made the fall guy. Sometimes you may feel that you're being blamed for no rhyme or reason. Still, it would be better to maintain your equanimity. Maybe you should not let your poise desert you. Sometimes you may also feel that it's no point overreacting. So that is why the card refocus. Maybe you should step away and stay with nature rather than get overwhelmed because of the situation. Incidentally, there will also be a time when your spouse will be the one who will try and pacify you. Those who are in an unhappy marriage, I think you'll be a bit peeved because your spouse may talk about the unhappy relationship with the third person. Basically, you want everything to remain behind closed doors. You don't want people to come about your unhappy relationship. Another thing I'm also picking up, I think this week you will also be concerned about the health of a loved one, possibly or somebody younger than you. From Leo, I will move to Virgo. For Virgo, I have the card Three of Pentacles. And I also have Conclusion. Certainly, there's karma involved in this relationship because conclusion talks about endings, and then it also talks about new beginnings because the ending will definitely pave the way for a new cycle to begin. Certainly, Virgos can also expect attention from the opposite sex. Even unwanted attention is a possibility. Maybe there are marriage proposals and you are being singled out at an event or at a social function, but you could be quite put out by that. Those who are romancing, I think work could keep both of you busy. So I think both of you need to also collaborate with each other. Maybe you could discuss strategies with each other, or you need to polish your skills. So maybe your person could help you in that respect. There are also the possibility that somebody from your past could try to re-enter your life, but you're not going to commit. Maybe also I think you could be in a third-party situation, or maybe there's somebody who's two-timing somebody over here. So that is why the Three of Pentacles has come up. Those who are married, I think expenditure or the financial condition of your family could be on the topmost of your mind. Maybe even for some of you, marital infidelity could also be a factor. Interestingly, it is your spouse who will help you with respect to work. In case you want to go for a business meeting, he will accompany you. Another thing I'm picking up is those who are in a hush-hush relationship, or those who are in a third-party situation, you should be careful because I think your person could be quite scared of the repercussions. So this card Conclusion, maybe you want a finality, you want to understand where is this relationship heading. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I have the card Two of Pentacles, and I also have Offer. Certainly somebody is going to make an offer of love for you this week. So Librans, some happy news is a possibility. I think work would also be a priority for many Librans this week. Maybe both of you are juggling work, or maybe you could also collaborate with each other. Those who are secretly in love, or those who have someone on their mind and it's not acknowledged, or the relationship is still under wraps, I think you will observe your crush, and maybe you will also think that telepathically the two of you are very attuned. Maybe you think that this is a soulmate or a twin flame relationship that you are dealing with. Those who want to express their feelings for this person, maybe you are the person who is making an offer of love, but then I think maybe you should lie low in case you're expressing yourself, because you may not get an answer immediately. I think you could also be left a bit disheartened. So it's not the time in case you want to propose, but in case somebody else wants to propose, then it's all right for you. Sometimes you may also feel that there's no point pursuing a person who is more into spiritual matters. For some of you, I'm also feeling that there could be opposition to your secret lover. Those who are married, I think your spouse and you will be in a very romantic mood. Maybe the two of you will be filled with nostalgia. You should watch romantic videos or songs should play in the background. So both of you could be having love on your mind. Like I said, Librans, you will find that your spouse could help you at work. Maybe while you're having discussions with him, then with respect to work, then he could talk about his family life, which you aren't aware of. So certain things could rattle you a bit. Those who are in an unhappy situation or in an unhappy marriage, I think you'll be very displeased because you find that your in-laws are always picking on you. Maybe they find your personality too dominating. Another thing, Librans, I think don't be in toxic relationships. Relationships can break your spirit. You should actually stand up for yourself, Librans. Let's move to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I have the card 7 of Wands. And I also have the card Pride and Ego. We have the peacock here, which symbolizes pride and ego. So the ego could be something which could affect your relationships this week with respect to your love life, that is. Single Scorpions, definitely you'll be flattered with the attention that is coming your way from the opposite sex. Maybe there could be somebody overseas or who is far away from you. So that person could show an interest in you, but maybe you are quite unhappy with the attention that is coming. Maybe you think that this person is not right for you. So you will not want this person to have any designs or any ideas that you are interested. I think some of you could also find that a person or an acquaintance could renew his offer of love for you, but then you think that he is too timing his current partner. So that is why you could be quite offended, or you could be quite irked, because you don't want to be in such a situation. Besides, you don't have any feelings for this person. Another thing I'm picking up is that, like I said, ego can come in, or ego can mar your relationship. So you need to be with your family, and you need to understand that there's also the possibility that the person is not being upfront, or the person is thinking that he's always right. So all this could affect your relationship. So be careful about that, Scorpions. From Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I have 5 of Wands, and I also have the card Family. Certainly, Sagittarians will be the center of attention this week. I'm also picking up that the health of a loved one could be a matter of concern. So in case you're in an on-again, off-again relationship, maybe you could be renewing contact with a person because of the health of a loved one. Basically, family issues could be the central theme of this week, or it could be a concern for you. I'm also picking up the Sagittarians. You'll find that your angels or the higher beings are guiding you this week, so you should reach out to them for assistance. Those who are romancing, I think you'll be overcome with nostalgia, or you will be feeling quite nostalgic. Maybe you will talk about your past meetings with your lover. You could be even recalling the first meeting. I think some of you may also plan to meet, but then this person who in case you're in a secret relationship, or in case you're in a secret romance, then this person may be putting limitations on himself. Maybe he thinks that he doesn't want other people to come or become aware of your secret romance. but you hardly care. Besides, you think that one day you will be man and wife, so there's no point hiding your relationship. I think for many of you Sagittarians, you may also find that there could be a physical distance with your lover because the lover is preoccupied with work, or maybe he has to travel on account of work. So this could mean that there's some kind of a distance, but then you will accept the situation. Whatever it is, I think there'll be those overwhelming moments in this relationship with respect to your love life, that is, and you will find that your lover will compliment you for being so nice and gentle. Those who are married, I think your spouse's financial issues could be a matter of concern for you. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I have the card 8 of Wands. We have the card Signs. Capricorns, I think your social life is going to be on the upswing this week. So definitely you have the chance of meeting somebody on account of work, or maybe on account of a trip that you make. Travel is also on the cards, or maybe you will be planning a trip. In case you're already romancing, I think you may want to make plans to be with your lover. Some of you who are crushing on someone, you may want to make that offer, or you may want to move forward with the relationship, so you want to renew contact. So you may contemplate sending a message to that person, but then I think you will be a bit hesitant. You think it's not time. That is why this card Signs over here. Another thing I'm picking up is that there will be unwanted attention also. Maybe somebody could want to blow the whistle about your secret love life as well. So that could irk you a bit. Besides, you want to do it at your own time. If you want to talk about your relationship with your parents or family elders, that is. I think romancing ones, you will be discussing work, or you may also be discussing family issues. Those who are married, I think you should be more patient with your partner. Maybe your spouse could accuse you of neglecting him. Maybe you need to find time for each other. I think you shouldn't complain about your unhappy situation or your unhappy marriage. Rather, you should accept your partner, and you should be thankful for the little gestures, or instead of always whining about the situation that you are in. Some kind of signs are also there with the universe is giving you. Even your body could be giving you certain signs. So pay attention to those signs with respect to your life, especially your love life, or with respect to your romantic connection, that is. Aquarius, we have the card 4 of Wands. And I also have the card Tribe. Certainly, the focus this week will be on the home, or with respect to matters of the home. There'll be suitors, no doubt. They'll be vying for your attention, but maybe you're disinterested. Some of you may also be thinking about a past relationship. Maybe you still have feelings for this person. Some people may regard 4 of Wands as a twin flame card, so that is why maybe you want to settle down, or you want to have a family. Maybe you consider the person you have in your life as being a part of your tribe. There's some kind of recognition about that, an inner understanding, that is. Those who are married, I think you could be quite exasperated as your spouse conceals things from you. Maybe you think that he should discuss issues that are bothering him with you rather than ignore you, or rather than keep you in the dark. I think unfaithfulness could also be a factor. Maybe you're coming across as a person who's focusing too much on a worker from the opposite sex, or maybe you're being too generous towards him or her. That is why family members may question you about that. So it's better to lie low and keep away from such situations. Lastly, we'll move to Pisces. For Pisces, I have the card 3 of Swords. New direction. I think your love life is moving towards a new direction. I think for many Pisces, there's going to be some kind of heartache. Maybe what you desire, you don't get. So maybe the universe has other plans for you. Sometimes, it's hard for the heart to understand what's going on. So that means that you need to understand that you have to move away from this kind of a connection. For some of you, health of a loved one could also be a factor. Your own health could also be a bit low this week. Maybe you need to understand that you need to move away from toxic relationships as well. I think those who are romancing also, I think there could be those times when you could talk to your lover and you may feel that, or you may question him why there's a distance in this relationship or why there's a wall, because sometimes the two of you have free-flowing conversations and at other times it seems that there's a huge barrier which you need to pull down. Some of you may also be thinking of traveling this week, or maybe you could have travel plans. I'm also picking up that maybe in case you're in a third-party situation, you may be a bit perturbed or you may be a bit exasperated because your person's spouse or somebody whom he is in a connection with could be making a return in his life. So that means that, or maybe this person is returning from a trip or a journey. So that means that whatever conversations you're having with him could become a thing of the past. So all these questions could leave you a bit heartbroken as well. Those who are married, I think you should not put up with spousal abuse. Maybe you're also making those biting remarks, or you're being caustic towards your partner. So try to keep the peace. What else can I say? New direction also, if you see the sun is shining brightly, so obviously there's new future ahead. Sometimes there's somebody better waiting for us somewhere else. So Pisces, you should be open to that. I hope everyone you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This weekly love reading is published every week, primarily over the weekend. So have a look at it and get insight into your love life. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.